If you're sitting there with a face like a blown out pothole after watching that, let me tell you, that's totally normal. And keep that face on, because you're gonna need it for the rest of the video. The nostalgic vibes and morbid ass energy of this video give it a weird ass charm that's both creepy and hypnotic. I don't even know how I ended up watching this, but I like it. Might not watch it again though. Cool bro, the experience is the closest thing to a fever dream trip. And while you're sitting there, half dicey, wondering if this is art or some cursed stop motion from hell, the movie keeps going. Every scene feels like opening an old box that smells funky, but you still go ahead and sniff it. There's no dialogue, but there's tension. Silence feels that way, like something's staring at you from behind the screen. And the worst part, you end up liking it. You're scared to admit it, but yeah, you are hooked. Maybe because the one watching this, aka you, is a sick little freak just like me. This film dropped in 2006, but check this. It took 13 years to make. Yup, 13 damn years animating dolls. And who's the madman who bearded this February's nightmare? Christiane Cegavske, a gringo artist who pretty much did it all. Wrote it, directed it, animated it, even did the sound effect with her own mouth probably. She basically locked herself in a basement for over a decade to move creepy puppets frame by frame. And the result is this beautiful hellspawn. And no, she didn't use CGI or fancy effects. Everything is handmade, with the passion of a monk on crack. Like every shot is a slow, artsy exorcism. In case you're still not wearing it, this was done in a stop motion. And if you don't know what it is, let me break it down for you. It's basically artisanal torture. Stop motion is moving tiny ass puppets, frame by frame, and snapping a photo every time the little freaks move even a hair. Dozens of times just to blink, you have to move your eye about 40 times, millimeter by millimeter. Making one of them walk, it's like boiling a puzzle wearing oven mitts. Now imagine doing that for 13 years without losing your mind, with puppets that already look like a bit of grips. So it all started with two gangs, some bougie ass rats dressed like they're going to an opera, bloodshot eyes and everything, and some brown weirdos with beaks, bad ears and a face like this, just smoked sodium bromide. The fancy rats roll up to the brown bird's business. They ask them to make a woman that looks exactly like the one in the painting. The bird freaks get to work. They paint, dress her up, make her real fine just the way the rats wanted. But oh surprise, the bird dots sneak on inside the doll's belly. Why? Hell if I know. Go ask them. After some freaky ass rituals, the wicked weirdos end up falling in love with their own creation. Yup, they straight up code feelings for their Frankenstein Barbie. But hey, they don't discriminate. If it casts a shadow, it's fair game. After all this bizarre shit, they just hung their hot doll above their house like some kind of shrine. Probably some crucifixion metaphor or something. I don't know. Do your homework. They turns to night, and with no signs of the weird man hunting over the doll, the rats sneak over at mining and jack her. Remember that GTA San Andreas mission where CJ has to rob an old man's house at night? Yeah, same vibes, except the rats aren't black. Anyway, the Rottens take off in their Camaro with the stolen waifu and leave no trace. Meanwhile, the brown freaks are out cold, sleeping peacefully, not knowing their doll got straight up busted. When they wake up, they're hella messed up. I mean, imagine someone hacking your Xbox Master 3000 sex doll with 6-bit pulsating mode, built-in heater, drip tray, and surround sound or gas audio. Of course, you'd be depressed. So the bird boys pack their bags and start a quest to get their babe back. They wander into this trippy-ass labyrinth full of plants and fruits and botanical nonsense. One of them munches on a fruit that gets him all high and woozy, like full narcotic mode. The dude collapses into a plant that starts eating him alive in the weirdest way. But chill bro, here comes a level 530 total wizard with a Wingardium Leviosa that saves our hentai-bound hero. Then this chunky frog takes the bird bros to his crib and feeds them. Yum yum. Meanwhile, the rat cribs are chilling with the doll, playing cards and drinking tea. Not chamomile tea, blood tea. Absolute filth. How you gonna be sipping clotted hemoglobin over poker? Anyway, weird dogs do weird things. And they give the doll a sip too. A real delicacy. Then one rat draws a doom comment, the other snaps, and they throw hands for a bit. Time passes and the beard dudes keep searching for their girl in this wild, trippy world. There comes a scene so weird it's almost beautiful. The rat lunatics start doing this ritualist dance with the doll. Everything's all woo-woo and emotional, till suddenly the doll gives birth. Yeah, a freaking beard woman pops out of her belly, creepy as hell. Straight out as some MP3 cursed footage. After flying out the window, the damn thing crash lands into a spider's web. And boom, first encounter with the concept of evil. The spider woman coils it tight like rent money, trapping in her web. But as fate would have it, the weird guys find their spider homie, who just hands over the flying baby in exchange for a lemon. Just a lemon. But when they see her, she's dead as hell. Talk about bad luck, huh? The bitch didn't last long. Anyway, the dead baby gets handed to Sausage Frog, who turns her into a tamale. They throw tamale in the river like insane stoic ass ritual, calm as hell. But our rat friends, they're absolutely losing it. They wanna keep the doll that just gave birth, but in a struggle, they rip her apart. And just like that, they're left mourning over their broken toy. The end. What the fuck did he just say? Now seriously, taking the analysis up a notch. Blue tea and red strine ain't just about freaky birdmen and egg-filled dolls. It's a deep metaphor about human desire. About how we obsess over things we can't have, and how that obsession either breaks us or transforms us. The rats, they're like that part of us that wants to own, control, dominate, sees something pretty and goes, mine. The bird guys, they're the sensitive types, the artists, the ones who create with love, but still cling too hard. The doll is that impossible love, that perfect idea that never quite delivers what you imagined. It's like falling in love with someone just because you project your own fantasies onto them. And then it hurts when you realize they were never real. The doll literally gives life, but that life escapes, dies, and in the end, all that's left is the remains of a fantasy. Building something with all your soul, watching it walk away, and you just stand here, broken, trying to make sense of the void. And still, in the end, let it go, throwing their creation into the river. Not because they stopped caring, but because carrying is hurts more than letting go. Blue tea and red strine has no dialogue, but say more than movies full of screaming. It's like a cracked mirror dipped in acid, where you can still see yourself and go, damn, I've loved things that were never mine too. This film reminds us that we're all searching for love, beauty, meaning, whatever. Sometimes we find it, sometimes we lose it, and sometimes we realize it was never made for us. But that doesn't mean the journey was pointless. Because even when it all breaks, when what we loved is gone, the story remains, the memory. And that, no matter how weird, painful, or beautiful it was, is what makes us human. And that, my dude, is still worth it.
Se te ve el pipillo, cabrón. Se te ve el pipillo. Se te ve el pipillo, güey. Se te ve el pipillo. Se te ve el pipillo.